Well, we firmly believe that DI technology, while it's been out in the marketplace for some time, clearly drives a benefit to both the printer and the advertiser from a quality, cost, and a green printing environment. So we truly believe in green. The DI does support that, and that's a benefit to the printers. And many of the quick printers have looked at that technology as the market is moving for a shorter run. They need the ability to deliver good quality, short run, so a very efficient operating environment.
I think from a technology standpoint, inkjet certainly has the most interesting promise in our industry. It's going to drive the cost of color down substantially. I think in the short term it is, what do we do with our customers? Their needs and how they change, far more important right now than what's going on the technology side of our business. It's more between our ears and our customers' ears than it is the technology that we produce the work on today.
My belief is that the biggest innovation is still out there, meaning it's right there in front of us, and that's being able to customize pieces more, use more variable data, using the information that's contained in CRM, the information that retailers and major companies collect every single day but never use. They go into what I call a digital shoebox. It's up to the printer to get that out of the digital shoebox, personalize that information, customize it, version it, and make it happen. Make what's been a dream for 10 years come true right now.
I think there's no question inkjet is going to have a profound effect on the industry in the coming years. We've just seen the infancy of what inkjet printing is doing. Up until now, it's been toner-based or it's been offset. And there's been a clear delineation between when someone would print offset and when somebody would print on a toner-based product. I think inkjet's going to change that, and it's going to change it forever. The big challenge has been the cost of inkjet and the initial upfront capital acquisition costs of inkjet, and so where does that fit? Right now, only a small percentage of companies can afford to move into inkjet printing. Over the next 2 to 3 to 5 years, I think we're going to see a dramatic shift as the cost of inkjet capital equipment purchases come down, as we've seen new innovations and improvements in inkjet printing take place. You're going to see a shift from toner to inkjet. You're going to see a shift from offset to inkjet. So that will be a major player in the coming years.
The future of the industry as it relates to technologies that could be enablers, multi-channel mix is definitely something you'll hear more about. I debated whether to say there isn't anything new technology-wise coming out that could save the day, but really it's a combination between new ways to communicate beyond print. So you've got email, web-based, SMS text, social media. These are new ways to communicate that could be done along with print. And then again, maybe there's nothing new technology-wise that's going to come out, but it's how you present it to your customer. I think it's a mix between the two. New things for the industry can be new ways to communicate, but it could be the way you bring that message to your customer. And a great way to do that is to try it yourself.
I think really cross-media, and you look at all the different ways people deliver information, is going to be the most interesting, maybe not technology, but trend that drives technology with it. So you already see printers adapting and offer cross-media solutions or more Pearl, VDP marketing, a variety of other things that they're bringing to their customers. And I think that's really going to be the change. I mean, from a manufacturer side, products are getting better, the capabilities are getting extraordinary. We'll see more transition to digital from offset over time, where it makes sense, and you'll see, I think, a lot more workflow and software design to really make printing relevant in the future environments that are out there.
Lately I have really been looking a little bit closer at social media. Social media is kind of what we know now, and I think it's going to change forever the behavior of the consumer. So I think it's going to impact printers, of course, because we're as part of the value chain, but I think it's also going to significantly change the way marketeers market, people like myself. Right now we still have a mix, and of course we still are talking to the baby boomers who are owning the companies, making the decisions, but as that demographic changes, it's very hard to leap ahead and even imagine what else is going to change. So today the consumer is in the driver's seat. They decide what message they're going to listen to, what they're going to hear and what they're going to digest, and they can turn off whatever medium you point at them. So there's no miracle anymore. There's no magic medium to use, be it mail, TV, radio. And I think the fact that the consumer's in control is going to change things in ways that we just quite haven't even anticipated. And who years ago would have imagined Facebook and Twitter and blogs, and then there's that new medium like the QR codes, and it's a very exciting time, but you have to be mentally prepared to grow, innovate, and change, and be willing to adopt new communication techniques. And I think we're only at the beginning of some really startling changes over the next 20 years. It'll be fascinating.
Well, I think that mobile devices, smartphones, iPads, mobile computing, whatever you want to call it, people are going to want to produce documents from those devices, and having the ability for them to go into a neighborhood location or go into a printing location and be able to get output, I think is probably going to offer a great opportunity for a company like ours to fulfill that need.
That's a good question, because it's really not just about one thing anymore in the imaging market. There's a range of things people want to do with scanners, for example. They want to do scan and capture for maybe a website or for the internet, or they want to scan to communicate drawings, or they want to be able to print, to be able to take that to print as well. So you need, again, products that are adaptable, and products that can meet all those scenarios and have the right tools and solutions to do that.
Well, from a technology perspective, I think we've already started to see many of the trends that will ultimately result in kind of a reshaping of the types of capabilities that print service providers deliver. So for a number of years, certainly we've been talking about the role of color and the importance of that technology, and certainly we're continuing to see shifts towards the delivery of more color output as part of the delivery services of folks in the printing industry. We've also seen a significant direction towards the delivery of variable data content as being another primary driver of new value-added services in the marketplace. And what's interesting in the variable data space is that I think early on we found that certainly the more progressive print providers started to make investments there. But what I think we also recognize is that in addition to just the software tools necessary to be successful in that space, these organizations needed to also have expertise in database and database management capabilities, and I think early on we had not seen that. And so today, though, when we start to look at the landscape of where this part of the marketplace is headed, certainly the variable data tool sets are there, but we're starting to see greater expertise emerge in regards to data management. And this is critically important as a print service provider, because it's not enough just for me as a print service provider to be able to deliver variable content. I need the database and the analytic tools to mine the database in order to do that effectively for a customer. So I think as we look at trends in technology, certainly variable data will continue to be a major one, but the expertise and skill set around being able to mine customer data and then provide additional valuable services around the segmentation of that data and ultimately the delivery of variable content to that client base will ultimately put print service providers in a significant position to really differentiate what they do traditionally in the marketplace as compared to what they've done in the past. So that will be a key trend, certainly we'll be watching, one that we're very actively engaged in, and I think a technology that in many ways will start to form the foundation for many of the new types of services that print service providers will ultimately deliver.